Hi there. Only by the grace of God am I here today for you to read my story. Have you ever looked back at your life and wondered how everything you ever dreamed of as a child would come true? Not necessarily happening the way you envisioned it, but coming true nevertheless. I'm here to tell you how my adult reality has actually exceeded my childhood dreams and expectations. Although my life has been fraught with numerous adversities, I believe everything happens for a reason, and the best thing we can do is to change a negative event in our lives into something positive through the wisdom we have gained. It is what we do with our experiences. If you use them to our benefit, we propel forward, just like in my plane. And then later we are able to help others who encounter similar difficulties. After moving to rural Oklahoma in my mid-30s, I took up aviation in an attempt to escape or acclimate the foreign culture I was experiencing down there. During my first solo cross-country flight, I became terribly lost and got caught up in gale-force crosswinds following an earlier tornado. Flying through these winds was out of my amateur capabilities and the structural limitations of my Cessna 150 plane. But after 20 go-arounds and God's help, I successfully landed my plane. I proceeded to become a proficient precision landing competitor for the college. Unfortunately, this came to an abrupt halt in 1996. Just after my 37th birthday, my health took a severe turn for the worse. Directly following a flying session, I came home with a severe headache, distorted vision, and suddenly lapsed into a semi-comatose state due to this brain swelling brought on by severe systemic lupus erythematosus and nephritis. My near-death episode was accompanied by a heavenly dream state that was ultimately very frightening, but awe-inspiring at the same time, significantly impacting the rest of my life. When I initially awoke from this 3-day state, I did not even know who or where I was. I felt like somebody had done a lobotomy on me. It took almost a year for all my cognitive functions to return, especially my ability to do math. Flying to me meant freedom, and now being restricted, I felt like my wings were broken. This was one of the lowest points in my life. The despair and devastation I felt was indescribable. The recovery period was exceedingly slow, being treated with extensive medication and tests over a 4-year period. My new limitations frightened me, but my strong Christian faith combined with my inner fortitude aided the healing process. I would gain significant weight from the drugs, so I remained as physically active as possible during this time. The driving force that kept me physically disciplined, regardless of how bad I felt, was working towards the idea that I was producing new healthy cells that would devour my diseased ones. You see, I don't believe in becoming a victim of the disease. You own the disease, it does not own you. Finally, about 2 years ago, I joined the gym. When the owners saw photos of me in a bathing suit following a trip to Egypt, they suggested I enter a fitness competition. I merely laughed at the suggestion since I had never heard of one. My trainer felt it was a perfect fit. I was invited to compete by the owner of Fitness Star International since he was looking for women my age for his modeling agency. I felt foolish and insecure about my desire to compete at my late age, but I also thought of one of the quotes I continue to live by: "You're never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream." The preparations for such an event require intense discipline, and many times I just wanted to quit. Just after my 51st birthday, I stepped on stage for the first time as the eldest contestant. Although extremely nervous, I thoroughly enjoyed the experience. When they announced I had won first place Masters, I was ecstatic. How had I arrived at this place with a medal around my neck? Suddenly it dawned on me. I was flying again, but this time with both feet on the ground and mended wings. This opened many doors for me, eventually achieving pro fitness status. I am very pleased with the metamorphic changes that have occurred with my body and how my health, mind, and general sense of well-being have improved. This is where I would love to encourage for you to let me help you achieve the best performance from the body you have been blessed with, regardless of the health issues or adversities. I am a motivational and inspirational fitness coach and registered nurse, and you can visit me on my website, www.faithandfitness.com.